guys absolutely smashed the last video, and a lot of you were telling me to cover season 2 of Eminence in the Shadow. You guys told me that Sid's shenanigans got even worse in season 2, and I didn't believe it, but you guys were right. Another entire season of this man trying to look as cool as possible in any given situation. But that's enough of that talking. In the first episode, there's this calamity called the Red Moon, and everybody's terrified except for this dude. It ain't nothing but a red moon to me. He tells them he's gonna handle the blood moon real easy. And then for some odd reason, it just pants this girl. This just shows for the love of it, isekai anime cannot stop being freaky. I know y'all goonlords in the comments are loving this. So we end up panning to the lawless city, and for some reason we got that one black guy from SAO. My big question is, in anime, why are my black brothers always bald, buff dudes? These two guys started dissing everybody there, and this one dude pulls up with a chain on. Wait a second, isn't that bug-eyed investigator from Tokyo Ghoul? Investigator Motto started pressing them. They started laughing at this dude. They said he looks like a Caucasian Uncle Ruckus. Then this man starts trauma dumping about how he got his ass beat by the queen and now he works as her guard. Like, why is this dude announcing the fact that he's a dog proudly? And after all the yap, they started boxing. And I'm assuming that these two bums got off screen. It then cut back to Sid and his sister, and it turns out that this flashy dude that was fighting earlier was talking crazy, and now he's a prisoner. And Andrew Gilbert Mills was in jail too after they're off screen. This guy was trying to sell them as slaves, and Sid's sister was not having any of it. She was like, get these stanky ass dudes out of here. But amidst all of that, Sid got lost again, and he was walking, and these guys were trying to steal money from him, but he was stealing it from them back. As he was walking, he saw the school getting jumped by these dudes, and then it happened. We got the blood moon. That got me flashbacks of Night Raid pulling up with the JBL on. If you don't get the reference, watch the last video. But the point is, the ghoul that they were jumping started fighting back. One of the guys got bit and turned into one. Sid was looking at this, and he knew that apocalypse was gonna start if he didn't kill the two ghouls in front of him. Instead of saving the entire city, Sid was just thinking about running away like a side character. And while this dude was monologuing and thinking for forever, this knight saw him and immediately put the ghouls to sleep. She started yapping about how she was a famous vampire hunter, and for some reason she started spitting some straight bars, and then she proceeded to dip out. And you would think Sid is more worried about the apocalypse. He was just like, damn, that was a bar, and he thought everything that she just did was cool as hell. But during the frenzy, the entire city was in shambles, and Sid took her entire flow word for word, bar for bar. Like, this has to be the most unserious show ever. It cut to these two powerful lords fighting, and in the middle of it, for dramatic effect, Sid pulled up standing up straight in the middle of the sky. He then pulled out his OG crowbar and landed on them, and then he started blasting some music on his JBL. So then we pan to the dude that off-screened the other guys. He looked at the other two lords and thought, damn, they too strong, I can't do nothing about that. But the biggest mistake he made was looking at Sid and thinking that was free eats. Then he has the bright idea to attack him, and Mr. Off-Screen got off-screened. My boy got cut into pieces, each part sold separately. So later on, this berserker dude was going on a rampage, and he caught Sid's sister lacking and punched the hell out of her. All she wanted to do was look for her brother, and she got done dirty. She was over here with a swollen ass face, and this straight up demon wasn't done either. He then started beating on the vampire hunter too. But surprisingly, Claire was able to stab his foot and dodge one of his attacks. And not gonna lie, Claire just might be her. But as the vampire hunter lady was dying, she did the nastiest thing I've seen. She started sucking the blood out of Claire. And bro, I thought she was the vampire hunter, not the vampire. And apparently that gave her a power boost, and she started barraging this man. But bro over here wasn't having it. He blew away all of her attacks, and this demon teleported behind them. And right as she was about to be put on a t-shirt, he appeared. Then this guy, thinking he was cold, started monologuing about the frenzy beginning. Then he made his way out. He was only there for no other reason but to aura farm. Like, genuinely, is this all he does the entire show? And when they finally made it up there, she was already awoken. It was the Blood Queen. And off rip with no chill, she just impales Claire. What is with Claire and getting beat up every 5 seconds? Not gonna lie, the boss was looking menacing. You could already see her HP bar. She dragged Claire to herself and she started drinking Claire's blood. But what is up with people drinking her blood? It's getting kind of gross. Then Shadow's entire gang pulled up, chopped her head off, and then they stabbed and nuked her head. I did not know Shadow Garden stood on business like that. And then she proceeded to disgustingly regenerate. They started jumping her and she was holding them back with her magic. One tried to stab her in the back, and without any chill she blew her up, but it still did nothing to the queen. She looks like she's no older than 8 and she's destroying all of them. Even Juggernaut pulled up and he just got yeeted away. Keep in mind, he's literally a high tier in this fight. She then started throwing out petals and it was piercing through their shield. While everybody's getting their ass beat, I know Shadow's over there thinking about how he's gonna make his entrance. This entire time time, she's been absorbing everybody's blood when they took damage, which is some crazy hacks. She uses this ability that turns her hand into these nasty clunks of flesh. Like, this is actually so disgusting. She got her turning into an entire blob, but Claire ends up waking up in a bed. To cut all the yap, the witch from last season took over her body, and then they started having a standoff. The queen sent an attack and she easily stops it, and then she turns this lady into a pristine fish fillet, and they start having a crazy battle in the sky like it was Dragon Ball. Then the witch locked in. She was gonna use her special move, and not gonna lie, it sounded like she was gonna use some type of I am atomic, but Claire's body was too weak for it. Then she was like, it's alright though, I'm gonna tag you in. And then the goat pulled up and made the most over dramatic aura farming entrance. He started coming down with hella gold raining. He said his piece and the fight began. It was all over the place. Shadow was just standing there doing the same thing she was doing. Shadow was up there clashing with her, and they were wondering why Shadow was wasting time because he could have easily beat her. These idiots thought he was protecting them. He just wanted to look cool and as dramatic as possible. Beta was crying about how he was sacrificing so much to help them. Shadow was like, I can't lose anymore. And he was not talking about losing his people. He was talking about all the gold that he lost in the battle. Shadow teleported in front of her and they both pulled out their weapons. They both pulled out their weapons and started zooming into the sky. I'm not even gonna commentate on this since this is crazy as hell to follow. She sends in a swing and he blocks it, and they start clashing with each other. And there it is. They have their final standoff. And I know damn well Shadow made them go in front of the moon just to look cool as hell. Then he started charging an I am atomic. Everybody and their mama was scared of that attack, but it was a recovery atomic, and it healed literally everyone in the entire city as well as the moon apparently. Like, this man Shadow literally does the most in any given situation. And that was the end of the episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys on the next one.